Hey, what's up, man? So today we got Big Mike back in the building, man. What's up, Big Mike?
What's the word, bro?
Not much, man. A lot going on out here in these Chicago streets, man. And you know I had to tap in and get your opinion on a lot of this stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a lot of crazy stuff.
Definitely, man. So if you ready, man, we can get into it.
Let's do it.
All right, first and foremost, I want to know, man, did you see anything about what's going on with this Rooga situation? So the rapper formerly known as J.H.E. Rooga, ended up dropping a diss song called Fed Up, where he dissed 5 Foreign, G Herbo, Hound Q50, and Rico Reckless, man. Did you hear the song? And if you did, what'd you think of the diss?
I heard it. And low key, I with it. You know what I'm saying? He talking, but he trolling at the same time though. He trolling, but I with the song and I like it. Bro.
It's different, man. It's definitely different, bro. Because when's the last time you heard a legit like bar for bar diss song, like where somebody's just pointing out characteristics about a person as opposed to talking about we'll do this or we'll do that to you? You know what I mean?
It's been a while. It's definitely been a while. Rooga just, he's had enough. People always, you got outsiders, that's why he dissing people like 5 Foreign, you know what I'm saying? Because you got outsiders that's not from our city that just like speaking on stuff that they don't even got nothing to do with, all type of stuff like. And then he talking about he GDK, like, then you coming to Chicago with that, like you ain't even from Chicago. People, it's a whole different ball game, man. Just stay in New York type. Feel me? But I felt where he was coming from though, because a lot of people be tweaking though, and a lot of people be screaming, they GDK and all this, all that, like.
It's crazy, man, because he did point that out in the song. He said that, a lot of people, that 5 Foreign, he said that he's GDK or whatnot. But, there's a lot of different gangs in different cities you got to run around. When you say something like that, it's a very serious situation, And with 5 Foreign's been in the news a lot lately because of the whole back and forth with the people talking about, F the streets. So people were like, all right, this might be 5 Foreign's time to get dissed. What do you think about that?
I mean, it is his time to get dissed. Because like ain't nobody been like dissing him. He just been doing all this. He just been doing this. He getting into, they ain't got nothing to do with him. So like, it's that time. Now this probably finna create a trend. Watch out for it.
I think so. Now, what do you think about that? Do you think that you'll start to see more people doing actual rap disses? And you know what I like about this? Because when somebody does a diss record like this, you can either, respond on wax or not. You know what I'm saying? But once you don't respond on wax, that says a lot too. You know what I mean? What do you think about that?
I mean, when you respond on wax and people like and people with it, yeah, that's a different ball game. Like, I mean, you can talk that talk on the internet or whatever. But when it come like when you lay a track and you dissing them and it sound good, you making it sound good, you capturing the audience. People with it, it's trending. It's going viral right now. You know it's trending.
Yeah, he's going crazy with that one, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Like it's pretty crazy because I think it's like in the top 20 for like YouTube right now, and it just came out of nowhere. It seemed like you think that Rooga was just fed up, especially with like the 5 Foreign situation.
Yeah, because it gets to a point where you like we grown, so we like, man, we just want to let that goofy be a goofy, but it get to you get to a certain point where you like, man, I'm tired of dude that's tweaking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of hard to hold back because we is from Chicago and everybody from Chicago used to speaking out. Everybody used to using their word. So it's like you get to that boiling point and you like, man, this. I'm about to go back to the old days. I'm about to go ahead and tweak out real quick because people really got me. Because he GD, he put on for the GDs. He feel like being disrespectful and they constantly doing it. And then he feel like it's a goof lame ass nigga that. So
yeah, it's now you mentioned this. You say you feel like this is a trend. Do you think you see more people writing actual diss records about each other?
oh yeah, cause everybody when somebody do something, you will see somebody else come right behind them and kind of do like the same thing, and then it become like when people remix people's songs. So you probably see somebody come out with a remix to Rooga song within the next couple of days or within the next couple of weeks or something like that. They remix it. It's gonna become a trend. Then it might go to the internet. A dance might get made. You know what I'm saying? Some TikToks. You feel me? It's gonna trend.
Now, what do you think about the fact that he used the ether beat, Nas's ether beat, man? Do you think that was obviously that was on purpose? Do you think he was sending a message with that too?
Of course. That's it. That's Nas. What Nas from?
Nas from New York. He's from Queens. Yep.
All right then.
Yep. Nah.
It's a message being sent. He just went crazy on a New York beat, and he trying to set the record straight. He let me know. Stop playing. You ain't just finna keep on running your mouth and think just ain't gonna say nothing because you been getting away with it for so long, you know?
Nah, I get it. Now, he also took aim at Hound Q50 on the song as well, man, and talked about, him being just super young and him being the rumors of him being a creative player and stuff like that. What'd you think about that?
I mean, it's the internet though. People made him. He really kind of made himself look like a creative player because he like the stuff that he was doing. So people ain't believe it. They ain't really think like he was really like that. But I don't think he no creative player though.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen video proof of him out there.
I don't personally think he no creative player.
Yeah, I just think, a lot of people, when they diss him, it's the easiest thing to go to. But he talked about the generations too, like in the diss record. He was like, that, you way from a younger generation than me. And he was kind of like, I'm trying to school you on this, you know what I mean? What do you think about that approach in the record?
He basically trying to tell him like, you young, I'm older than you, I've been there and done all that you doing, you know what I'm saying? Let me show you a better way.
Nah, that makes sense. Let
me show you a better way. I done did all that already and I know what it lead to. But Q50 ain't stupid neither. He know what the this lead to. He know is jail or death come behind the streets, bro. So he know what come with it. But for somebody like Rooga to try to reach for him and tell him like, man, I did all that already. Come over here, let me show you something else.
Yep. Now, Rooga is one of the guys who's like got a lot of accolades as far as actually his writing and being an artist. Like he's done stuff with Kanye. He's done stuff with all these big artists where he ghost wrote songs and stuff. Like for him in this situation to drop a diss track out of nowhere and point directly at these individuals, what do you think that says?
I mean, them the individuals that he had the problem with. I mean, that he felt some type of way about. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that he mentioned in that song, he felt some type of way about him. He had something to say.
Now, finally, he said this. He talked about Rico Reckless. Now, Rico Reckless has been vocal about it, about his issues with your brother Wooski before. And he's reckless. You know what I'm saying? That's just Rico Reckless, man. He does a lot of wild stuff. And Rooga still said that when he sees him, this goes back 2 summers ago, he still says that when he sees him, he's going to knock him out, man. What did you think about that part of the song?
I mean, because Rico Reckless is always being Rico Reckless. And when somebody, always yapping, but there's no actions behind it. It's like I still want that smoke with you, but you still ducking the smoke though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still knocking your ass out. You ain't getting away with that. You know what I'm saying? Rooga probably done banged it when he catch me, knock him out, all type of shit. He got to stand on that. Once it came out his mouth, and he does, you know what I'm saying? Rooga this big time gangster. So it's like, you got to run to your mouth about knocking that man out. So when you see him, you definitely got to knock his ass out.
That's wild, man, because, you know, two of them, they got a lot of fans. They got a lot of, you know, but certain things you think it's a point where, hey, kind of like what Rooga said in the song, there's a point that we've crossed where we got to at least throw hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'm not going to never, like, sometimes it be like this. In order for us to put our differences to the side, we got to get it off our chest first. We're going to have to do something about it. Like, me having a conversation with you ain't going to work. That ain't going to work for me. Let's go ahead and get one in. Let's get one in. Then after that, then we can sit down and talk, or we can try to put that to the side. But I feel them.
It be like that sometimes, right?
Hell yeah, I feel them. Let's go ahead and get this shit out the way. Let's get this out the way real quick. And then after that, we can go ahead. We grown as hell. We can go ahead and leave that at that. We ain't got to be cool, friends, none of that. But we just going to leave it at that. But we got to get this out the way, though. Or else I ain't going to never be able to let it go. That's how some men be feeling. Like, come on, let's do this real quick. Let's get it on. Is it with your homie, too, if you got a problem with your homie, like, and you know you can't hurt your homie, like, try to kill your homie or nothing, but you can bump with him. Come on, let's go ahead and get this over with. I'd have fought plenty of my homies.
Nah, and that's a normal thing, especially amongst, you know, friend groups when issues are starting to come up and stuff like that. And even in this situation where Rooga and Rico Reckless, it spans from a comment that Rico Reckless had made in the interview or whatever, and then it got, you know, that's what made Rooga come at him initially. And it looks like Rooga still ain't over it. You know what I'm saying? He still feel like, yo, we got to get this out the way.
Right. Yeah, he's standing on what he said, though.
Nah, I get it. I think most people get it. You know what I mean?
Don't stand on it.
All right, next, Big Mike, I wanted to ask you about this, man. Now, there's this video that's been going viral, and it even got mentioned in Rooga's diss song about G Herbo, man, where you see G Herbo, he's in a club in North Carolina or South Carolina, somewhere in the South. And as he's walking by, a guy throws the rakes up in his face. Now, G Herbo is always saying, you know, that he's GDK or he's well known to be GDK. And a lot of people say, you know, that's what they associate G Herbo with is GDK, right?
All right.
Well, as the guy is throwing up the rakes, G Herbo looks at him clearly. And you see G Herbo look at him and then blow smoke and keep walking. You know what I mean? Now, a lot of people when this first came out were saying that G Herbo was very mature in doing that. But then, you know, social media got involved, and obviously you have the Rooga diss, and everybody's kind of laughing at G Herbo, kind of walking away from that situation, even though he was there for a paid walkthrough, man. With all that together, man, what do you think about the whole G Herbo situation with the guy throwing the rakes up in his face?
Man, Herb handled that how he's supposed to. As a grown man, he handled that the way he was supposed to. Like, I came here for a reason. I came here because I was paid to. I paid to walk through this. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm not finna come. I ain't come here for no problems, man. You want him throwing the rakes up, what did it do? It ain't do, man. You want a reaction. You trying to get a reaction out of me. I'm not gonna give you what you want. You can hide that. You threw the rakes up in my face. You can hide that, gang. I'm about to finish my walkthrough, collect my money, and I'm about to go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's grown, man. And you got to think about it. He a celebrity, a public figure, bro. He can't just be out here tweaking with people all the time. Like, what that's gonna say about his character? Everybody that walk past him and throw the rakes up in his face, he gonna beat him up? He's supposed to do something to him? Make it make sense. It'll be stupid, bro. Then it'll become a trend. Everybody will start throwing them up in his face, knowing they gonna get a reaction out of. He did what he was supposed to do. Deuces. I'm out of here. I'm about to collect this check and go ahead about my way. I got kids to go see him. I'll beat you up. I'm in jail or something like that. Like trying to bond out or something. For what? He ain't put his hands on them.
Nah, he didn't. He didn't do anything as far as touch him or anything like that.
That's what I'm saying. As long as you don't put your hands on me, we good, bro. You got too much going on.
And that's the smart way of playing it, because as soon as he put his hands on you, legally, you got every right to protect yourself.
Exactly. I mean? So once you lay hands, then I'm about to show you what you threw him up in my face and you put your hands on me. Now I'm finna beat you. I'm finna show you what it feel like to throw it up in my face and put your hands on me. Other than that, I'm not doing nothing, bro. I'm not doing nothing, bro.
Now for G Herbo, it seems like he was kind of quiet on the situation since they dissed, and I don't know if he's made a reply since, and probably when this comes out, he might do a reply or whatever, man. But what do you think about Rooga taking that as an opportunity to use that to diss him in the song? Was it just like, say, like an Ether moment where Nas dissed a whole bunch of different people, even though his initial target was Jay-Z in the song? It was like, forget it, man. I'm going to go after everybody that's been saying things that I got an issue with. Do you think that's why he brought up G Herbo?
It probably is. He just was targeting everybody. He using moments. The moment G Herbo, somebody threw the brakes up in his face. You feel me? He using those moments.
Now, he did mention this too. He said that he felt like G Herbo he's not trying to say that he's a creative player, but he is starting to feel like he's an action figure. What do you think he meant by that?
I don't even get that. Like he ain't a creative player, but he an action figure.
Yeah, it's an interesting diss, to be honest with you.
What he trying to say? Like he's something, G Herbo, somebody you could play with?
That's a good way, right? Maybe.
I mean, that's an action figure is a toy. So what he trying to say?
It seems like he might have been hitting to that. It's only on him to say what he meant, really. But it's obvious, like G Herbo, with the way that his career has been going this year, amazing. You know what I mean? Getting a lot of looks that I've never seen G Herbo get as far as money-wise, shows, doing a lot of homecomings this past year, all that, right?
Right.
It seems like when it comes to like the gang situation and all the stuff that's been said in the past and the reputation, will he ever have a situation because of all the things in the past and the reputation that he's built where he won't get tested?
I mean, no, it depends on who you surround yourself with, depending on if you will even be in a situation where you will get tested or not. But it's like hard not to. It's like you can go outside any day and it could be a fan that don't like you or something, get to acting crazy or something like that. It's hard to avoid people like that unless you just stay inside. But who want to do that?
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. And we know G Herbo, man, he get way too much money to be inside.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I'm pretty sure probably at every show or every event he done been to, it was somebody in the crowd that didn't like him. That didn't like him. He had something negative to say or something like that. It's always going to be somebody in each crowd. So worrying about that, I mean, I wouldn't worry about it. I'm pretty sure he ain't either.
Yeah, I think the big part of what you said is the fact that they're in the crowd. You
feel me? In the crowd.
That means you're the star, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And they hate you for some odd reason. Somebody that ain't never met you before in their life. Just a fan of somebody else and they hate you.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But, it looks like G Herbo, man, going forward, he's got a good career ahead of him. We'll just see where that goes in the future, right?
For sure.
All right, next, Big Mike, I wanted to ask you about this. I get this question a lot in the comments, man. And people want to know, what did you think about L.A. Capone? And what was your relationship with L.A. Capone, if you had one?
I mean, I knew him, but I ain't really had no relationship with him, bro. He was from over there, you feel me? At that time, they was all Brick City over there. Like, we wasn't even hanging with him at that time until, Lil Bro started hanging with him when number 9 came over there or whatever. But I ain't never really been around him. I ain't never really been around him.
Okay, so him And a lot of the guys who were later known as 600, right, to the masses, originally because they were Brick City, you guys from OBlock, you really didn't, vibe with them or you really didn't go over there as much until you said RondoNumbaNine kind of linked everybody up.
We used to be, we really used, when we were shortest, we used to really be in tour with everybody that was really past like 61st, 60th and King Drive. Like everybody that was down there towards Washington Park area, we really was like in tour with them.
Okay. So RondoNumbaNine was the person that brought everything together?
I mean, not really. When he came around, they started with each other.
So as of as of recent, when we see 600 and we see OBlock, you see Lil Durk, you see Von, there was always heavy, there was always heavy influence on both sides for them too. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's heavy influence all over the city of Chicago right now. Well, a lot of them, gone, passed away, and a lot of them in the prison system.
So what do you think made, say, 300, 600, or the old Brick City, OBlock, and everybody kind of be on the same accord as far as social media is concerned, or the same kind of crew? Was it the fact of the people who lost their lives, or was it the fact of, music brought everybody together?
Hold on, what you mean?
Like, as far as like the way that fans see it, they look at OBlock, 600, and all the BDs or whatever as connected. Even 300, say right. Chief Keef and them, they see them almost as the same side. And it, most people starting to learn that really isn't the case. But right. What do you think made that perception, put that perception out there? Do you think it was music, or do you think it's because of the reactions and posts from people that they like getting shot and stuff like that?
No, that's how it used to be. Everybody was together at first.
Okay.
That's how it used to be. People started falling out, and people started going their separate ways. People started choosing sides. I'm over here with them. I'm over here with OTF. I'm over here with Blow Gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody started choosing sides, so everybody was together at one point in time. It was once upon a time we could go to dinner any bitty hood in the city of Chicago, because it was like everybody with each other. Like,
so maybe it's the opposite. Do you think the music helped separate everybody into cliques?
It kind of did, because it kind of gave people, the internet really did it, because it gave all the niggas in the hood a voice to be able to speak these things, to be able to, talk about it. And now that person feels some type of way about it. Now he done said something back on the internet, and he now created a response where now both of them calling each other or something like that, or now they beefing or whatever. And he on this side, that the people who with him the hardest, they gonna with him. And the people who with him the hardest gonna with him. It's easy to create a separation in any gang, bro, in any hood, bro. Because it's always gonna be people that with a certain person harder than they with the other one.
Yeah. And we see that because obviously you have Tay Capone, who goes back to my original question. LA Capone is like his guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, right. And then you have, say, like, you have King Von and Lil Durk, due to, them being in the record business together and everything, like that became his guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's interesting, man. That's a different way of looking at it than most people think about it.
Yeah, everybody was together once before. It wasn't you had people had problems, like I might want to fight him, he probably be acting crazy, or them two, they want to fight over a female or something like that, some little beefs like that. But other than that, the separation comes from when people start beefing. If it's two BD blocks and both of the heads of those blocks is beefing with each other, then that's what's gonna create the beef between those two blocks.
Yeah, it makes sense.
If I'm over here with Von, let's just say OBlock against OTF. We just gonna use that as a scenario. If I'm over here with Von, people gonna choose sides with Durk, and it's gonna be people who choose sides with Von. It's gonna create a separation. if them two start beefing, it's gonna create a separation. You're gonna see people not with Durk no more. You're gonna see people not with Von no more.
Yeah, and it seems to follow suit, man. But we've also seen, a lot of the names that get promoted out there in the rap, we've seen them together, but we've definitely seen that separation. Like, you see where Chief Keef is pretty much separated from all of this. Like, he's been out in LA forever. He's not even connected to anything. You never see his name thrown in anything. And he kind of just makes his music and is isolated. Like, he's even like a recluse as far as, like, he barely makes music as much anymore. What do you think of like Chief Keef's situation and how he went a whole different direction?
I mean, I respect the way he went because it led to him not dying or not being in jail. Where he at? Living his life. Still doing music. He got all type of stuff going on, all type of revenue coming in. So it's like he did what he was supposed to do. Like, you don't be hearing him in the blogs beefing with nobody. He trying to somebody or nothing like that. He out the way, tucked, and making money. He did the smartest. I always said the smartest person that rap from Chicago is Chief Keef, bro.
Now, and that I have to agree. It seems like his moves and what he did, as far as like actually separating himself from a lot of the street stuff and going just kind of like on his own as a recluse in a rap game. But anytime you see him, it's for something rap related. There's never anything kind of street related anymore.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the best way. Like, he's still able to make money. He not in the feds. He not in nobody's jail. He ain't dead. And he's still getting money. So who made it out? Chicago.
Yeah, it sounds like he the winner in the situation.
Come on now. He the winner.
Now, do you think when it comes to like situations that you see in the opposite, you see like Lil Durk, he was at the top of the rap game and he was even surpassed the level that Chief Keef got on a commercial level. You know what I mean?
Right.
Chief Keef as an icon level and as the guy from Chicago, it's hard to surpass that. But on the commercial level, Lil Durk went to a level where he was selling platinum records, Grammys, like something totally different. You know what I mean?
Right.
But he still kept a close association with a lot of guys who are in the streets. And now we see where that ended up for him. What do you think about that paradox?
I mean, I really don't know.
It's wild because you see it's almost like opposites. It's like you sacrifice almost your freedom for a lot more success in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? Or what is that? That would be a devil's advocate, right?
It is. A hood devil's advocate, but it's crazy.
So what do you think the best play is for a drill rapper? Since we got those two scenarios out the way, what is the best scenario for you?
The best, I'll take the Chief Keef route. I ain't gonna lie. Any day, anytime. You feel me? Why wouldn't you? It's like learning from experience. Like, you can learn from others. You learn from people every day. I'm watching the cameraman right now. Like, I'm learning from him right now. I can learn anything. Like, so.
It seemed like Chief Keef, man, he found the recipe to get about it
Exactly.
is the best day and to make money. Yeah.
Look at all the other rappers from Chicago right now. Like, they still mainstream. They still want to be out there. They still want to be beefing. They still want to be in tour with people. They still want to troll. And then you got Chief Keef out there living, getting money on beaches, going on islands, and he living it up. And he come from the hood. That's the best route, bro. All the other main figures either dead, in jail, or they still trying to be with the shit.
Yeah, it seems like he's on an island by himself, man.
He is. No, he got Tato in there with him.
Yeah, Tato and his cousin.
And
Yeah.
Ball Outs. He got Tato and Ball Out with him.
And they kind of keep they crew tight, man. Now, what do you think about them always staying out of a lot of the drama?
Because it's like we getting too much money to be around with this bull out here. You feel me? Like, why is we beefing for with people? We got kids. We got lives. We done touched some money that we never had before. Like, we been broke. And now we got some money and we done found out what to do with it. They done put Chief Keef around the white people and they done taught him what to do with his money. That was the best play. That was the best play.
I agree. Now, next, Big Mike, I wanted to ask you about another situation that's going on out here in social media. And it's got to do, and this is wild, man, because you got the dog with you this time, but there's another rapper by the name of Aspen Carter I was going to ask you about. Right. And she ended up getting in trouble or arrested for allegedly beating up her dog online. Now, I haven't seen the video myself.
You heard that?
You heard that, folks?
They got crazy.
I haven't seen the video myself, but she was actually locked up for this, man. What do you think about that situation?
I mean, first of all, it gotta be something wrong with that girl. To be online doing it is crazy. Behind closed doors is crazy. Like, when you got a discipline, you know, some people, they have a rolled up newspaper or something like that, but with when they do something they ain't supposed to be doing or something like that. But to put it on the internet knowing that it's all type of animal advocates and all type of people that's going to apply that pressure to you, and you a public figure?
And they apply pressure.
Come on, man. They gon' put belt on you. I'm talking about canceling Christmas type of put belt on you.
Yeah. They got a lot of money. I'm gonna be real. They're effective too.
I don't know what. That's why I said it's probably something like mentally wrong with her. Because for anybody to think that doing that online, like you thought that was cool to be posting? Ain't no way you thought that was cool, bro. No.
Yeah, it's wild because Aspen Carter, she's an interesting artist. I mean, I don't really rock her music. It's not that I don't like it. I just don't hear it much. But she's got a fan base in this whole streamer world, which is interesting because you have these rappers who are also streamers. And there's another girl, I want to name Samaya or something. There's like a situation where she was in a relationship with another rapper. But everything in their lives is essentially televised. Now, at some point, there's things that you could do on camera that you think is normal in your everyday life that'll look crazy on camera. Do you think she might have got caught up in a situation like that? I mean, we're not excusing what she did. You know what I'm saying? Or do you think, or what do you think about that situation? Do you think that's a possibility?
It might have been. It might have been. Like, I don't know. I don't really think she was thinking. She couldn't have been thinking.
Yeah, because that is a crazy look, to be honest with you, man.
She couldn't have been thinking because, and then it's on the internet, like, anybody that's old enough to know right from wrong know that ain't cool to be putting it on the internet. It's not if you want to continue to make money. No, you can't do no stuff like that. That's why, you know, I feel like she just was, she had a moment where she made a mistake, and it's probably gonna cost her a lot.
Yeah. All right. So next, Big Mike, I wanted to ask you about this, man. Now, we also got this question a couple of times in the comments as well, and I wanted to see what you thought about this, man. Recently, we did a video where you talked about your interactions with a lot of people in jail. And one of the people that a lot of people were asking about was 051 Kiddo. They wanted to know, had you ever seen 051 Kiddo while you were locked up? And if you did, what were your interactions with him?
I seen him in the bullpen a few times. We ain't never had no type of interactions though. I gotta seen him. I know he was in the cell with Vaughn before. Other than that, I ain't never had no real interactions with him. We never been like on deck with each other or none of that.
Now, when it comes to Kiddo, every time he gets out, you know, he turns it up even more. He ratchets it up the dissing in the songs, right? And people were surprised to find out that him and Vaughn were actually cellmates after, you know, the way that he, you know, basically spoke about King Von on social media.
Right.
What do you think about that situation?
I really don't know what went down when they was in the cell with each other, but like me knowing Vaughn and a lot of people knowing who Vaughn really is, like he not going in the cell with a that he considers a op unless they done got it off their chest.
So you believe it's a possibility they probably already fought and got it out of the way?
I definitely believe that they fought. Vaughn was the type of person that's finna be chilling in the cell with a op, bro. And ain't did nothing. You just in there with him? You cooling? No.
That's crazy, man. Now, we've seen rumors of 051 Kiddo getting beat up in jail a couple of times. You know, there's another guy named, I want to say, Big 60 or something from 600 who allegedly, you know, beat up him and Lil J. You know, that's a rumor that was out there. They also said he beat up Kiddo. With Kiddo in jail, did you ever see anything like that where you was like, man, he looked like somebody who had been, you know, putting the beats on him? Because we saw the mugshot.
No, I seen the mugshot, but in Division 9, I ain't never seen him looking crazy or beat up or nothing. I mean, he a small dude, so you know what I'm saying? When it comes to a who been bumping a lot and they bigger than you, it's like it'll be hard for Kiddo to win.
Yeah, and you know, just as long as you fight, it is what it is, right?
As long as you fight, bro, I never consider you. As long as you put up your fist and you fight, even if you do get beat up, you still fought. So they gonna know you gonna fight. You might get your ass whooped, but you gonna fight. But the more you fight, the more you gonna learn how to fight.
Nah, that's solid. Now, speaking of fighting, there was a video that went viral while you were locked up that a lot of people were wondering about your opinion, man. And it was a guy who was well known out there in OBlock by the name of A-Roy. Now, A-Roy was fighting some younger dudes, right? And ended up getting shot and killed right there in OBlock, man. Now, did you know A-Roy? And if you did, what did you think about this situation?
I did know A-Roy. A-Roy was a cool dude, man. I ain't meet him until 2014, though, when I came home on my armed robbery. But, I mean, he was a cool dude. He wasn't to me, by me being around him, he wasn't like no tough. He was a pretty boy. Just like, he'd get on that, though, and he did know how to fight. And that's what got him shot, though.
Yeah, that's crazy because, you know, for all intents and purposes, you know, well, to give him his credit, he was winning the fight. You know what I mean? He was.
Of course, everybody's seen it. It's a video. It's like it's no ifs, ands, or buts. This is a video. It's on the video.
He was clearly winning, right?
Yes.
So for somebody to come back and just shoot him, man, in his own hood, it looks kind of crazy, right?
It's because when you got, if we homies and it's just me and you and I kick your ass like this, you would take the embarrassment less. But if we outside and all these people is out here and you see all these people out here and this man is laying here like getting his ass whooped, you thought he was gonna sit there and be embarrassed? This how it's going now. It's been like this, bro. That man got a gun on them. He was just getting his. Well, what you thought he was gonna do when he popped up? Run in and get his whooped again? No, he got a gun. He not about to run in and get whooped no more. But now he on some you got up because he embarrassed. Everybody out here watching it. They saw it. He got to get up and do something. He felt like he had to do something. It's like, yo, pride. It's an ego, a pride thing. Like, hold on, you ain't never just do me like that. And he looking at it like that. And we supposed to be homies. We from the same block. You just did me like that. So
it looked like it was two different fights going on at the same time.
Yeah, I seen like off towards the side, it looked like somebody was over there fighting too. But I don't know who that was. I couldn't even tell.
It looked like two groups of homies getting into it. Like he's fighting one guy, the other guy's fighting another guy. And then A-Roy obviously got the best of the other dude. The dude just basically rolled up. And then A-Roy is, walking away after he gave him the beats. And then as he's walking away, the dude gets up, pulls out the gun, and then runs him down, man, which is crazy.
It is crazy because don't nobody know how to take an ass whooping. It's like hard for people to take an ass whooping in front of a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always just like it's like the crowd, just like the internet. The internet geeks up, and being around a crowd of people will geek up. That'll create that we could have avoided, but wasn't nobody gonna let that go. And A-Roy wasn't gonna let it go neither. He was probably gonna be on some tough shit probably after that. Like, you want me to beat your little ass again? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can hear on the video he called him a little boy or something like that. Like, you a little boy or something. Like, I don't know. But
so it seemed like they was trying to school some youngsters, and they wasn't going for it, huh?
That's all it was. It was how our big homies used to be with us. They used to try to whoop our ass to let us know, like, y'all ain't bigger than us. And I feel like that's what A-Roy was doing, but it cost him his life because the young niggas they don't talk about that no more. They gonna ride with each other. So once he fire you up, I mean, he might feel bad. He gonna feel bad about it, but at the same time, that's the side they own. They chose his side and he on this side.
Yeah. Now, when something like that happens in your hood, does it split things apart? Like, did that incident start to split everybody apart, or do you think it was already some issue that led to that?
I mean, because of how Big P felt about the whole situation. So he felt, you know what I'm saying, sat there and watched his brother die. Like, ain't nobody do nothing. But to my knowledge and what I heard was he was right there too.
Yeah, I think he was one of the guys who was standing off in the distance watching as the other, because there's another guy who jumps in the second fight on the bottom of the screen who starts throwing hands too. And, it's just a fair one. It's a fight, you know what I mean? Now, two of the guys who were standing there watching, they ended up running too because obviously somebody pulled out a gun, man. I'm not sure if Big P was one of those guys, but I mean, there's a whole hood of people out there. Everybody runs when a gun comes out.
Everybody definitely gonna run when the gun comes out.
That's crazy, man. Now, with that situation, after A-Roy lost his life or whatnot, what did you think about the fallout and things like that?
I mean, I expected it because that's how the street is. That's how the streets is, man. Everybody, like I was saying earlier, it's easy to create a separation on the block. All it takes is two individuals. Those two individuals, certain people, they with him more than they with him. And there's certain people that with him more than they with him. So that's when they start choosing sides. Now he over here with them. He letting them know like we on. So now that group, these little, and then you got these older, a little bit older than them, and they going at it and beefing.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Now, Big Mike, I only got a few questions, and another one of these is from some fans who had a question about, they basically said I cut you off the last time you talked about this, or we talked about it too quick. So I wanted to ask you in depth about this situation. Now, you talked about Butta, seeing FBG Butta in jail, and you were mentioning how Butta got hands, but a lot of people were wondering, had you seen Butta actually get active on people and fight in jail?
In jail?
Yeah.
I only see them get down one time, and that was in the bullpen.
In that situation, was Butta winning the fight? Because, you know, the rumor is that Butta got hands or whatever, that he could fight real well. There's even rumors that he got into a fight with King Von on the bus and got the upper hands.
I'm not going to say a can fight unless he can fight, bro. Butta can fight.
Okay. Because Butta, he's got an interesting, I don't know, man. He's an interesting dude. Like, he does some wild stuff. I don't know if it's because...
It's like some little in the hood that we say that it's always the ugliest on the block that know how to fight. Butta one of them ugly that know how to fight.
Crazy, man. Now, have you seen him also in the streets getting in plenty of fights?
Oh, when that went on, when Lil B Head got killed and they all here rushed the hood, I seen him get down.
Okay, I might be missing something, but what situation are you talking about?
When Lil B got killed by the police?
Yeah, I remember that. I know that situation.
And the whole fucking STL stormed OBlock.
So when that happened, was it all fights or did a shooting break out?
No, it was all fights. Ain't nobody shooting nothing. The police was out there heavy as hell, so everybody took that as an opportunity to fight.
Wow. Now, when Lil B got shot, he got shot by the police. Like, that was publicized. There was a lot of people saying they had been watching him for a while. You know, a lot of wild stories about Lil B being the master of disguise and all this craziness, right? But when he got killed and STL rushed OBlock, from your, I don't want your biased opinion, but you're gonna kick it straight. What was the result of that? Did OBlock ended up taking it? Like, who won the fight?
I mean, it really wasn't no L. It was just, they had a bunch of kids with them too. Now, mind you that.
Okay.
It was a whole bunch of we seen 10-year-old, 12-year-old out there like that, like throwing like that, but it was, I wasn't finna be out there fighting with them. I'm in the window. I'm looking out the window, looking down at, ready to blow one down if they come past those gates. Now, they came in, but they didn't come deep in that. They came in, fought right there in the front, and that's as far as it went. Now, once you come in this, now we got a problem because the police not in here. They out there. So once you come up in here, I don't know if you got no gun on you or not, and I'm not about to be out there fighting, and you might got a pipe. I'm out there beating your ass, and this behind me to shot me in the back. What? I don't know who got pipes or what. I don't know what's going on. All I know is they going crazy because they homie got killed and they want some smoke with somebody. So they whooped the police ass first and then they brought to the OBlock.
That's wild. So STL at that situation. Now, was your brother Wooski out there at the time?
Man, you know that nigga was out there.
Now, so you're looking at the whole thing develop through the window because you don't know who got a pipe or not, or if you're going to have to shoot somebody,
yeah,
right?
Basically on the McDonald's side where I could see it. I only could see like right here at the McDonald's side because that's where they coming from anyway. What I was doing was trying to make sure they weren't trying to creep through the back and come through we had a little spot that you could come through and come through the back. I'm not focused on no fight. I'm trying to make sure ain't nobody trying to get up in here and start shooting and then one of us lose our life behind it because y'all want to be out there fighting like some kids. And there's police around, you don't know who got guns. I don't know what's going on, so my best thing to do is defense. I'm about to play defense. I'll let all y'all do the offense. Y'all want to go out there and fight them little go ahead. Because all of them was kids to me. They had 10-year-olds with them, man.
Oh, for real. So that whole group, though, from STL, end up whooping the police.
Yep. They started on St. Lawrence. Police was down there. They got into the police. They started fighting the police. It went from St. Lawrence and they brought it down to OBlock. As they was marching down that way, it was police following them and everything, walking and all type.
Wow. So you just trying to make sure that they don't get into the open parts of the gate.
Because if it's like if a slip up in there, how you gonna know if he done got out or not, or how you gonna know if he finna go around and then start shooting? You feel me? Like, nah. Like y'all just focus on, okay, this an opportunity to beat their ass. Nah, it could be an opportunity for one of them to maybe start shooting from all the way across the street and hitting one of us. I ain't going out like that.
That's wild, man. So when they get into the fight and a fight breaks out, OBlock is fighting STL, and then what ends it finally? Like why does it stop? They just got tired?
The police got tired. The police got tired of watching their ass out there fighting, and they was finna start locking up. Everybody started dispersing.
That's wild. So in a situation like that, were you in direct communication with Wooski afterwards? Like, was there a mind frame, like, or swap, like, of how we see things and how they see things?
Of course. That's my little brother. We stayed in the same crib. He gonna tell you. He gonna tell me everything. I come in the crib at the end of the night or something. Man, why y'all mods up there like that? You know, get to talk, whatever. You know, that's my brother. We'll talk about everything.
Okay, that's interesting because obviously that was a whole nother hood. Rushing up to your hood in any situation is crazy. It's pretty crazy, bro.
Oh yeah, because it could have turned out a different way. And the truth of the matter is, the only reason why they rushed like that is because the police presence was out there heavy. If it wasn't no police presence out there, they wouldn't have rushed that block like that, because there would have been teddy bears and balloons everywhere. And that ain't even on no brag. That just on some real, for real. You come over there, you would have hopped them gates, ain't no police presence, and y'all hopping them gates acting crazy like that, everybody would start shooting.
Nah, that makes sense because, dang, that's it. Number one, it's a wild scene anyway because somebody lost their life, so tempers are up. You know what I mean? So anything could happen. I'm surprised in that situation it just ended because the police obviously started to call for backup, you're saying?
Oh, yeah, it started getting, them lights started going off everywhere. That's what people, man, I ain't going to jail today. We already default them niggas. We did already, they looking at it like this. We did already just ran up an OBlock and beat their ass. That's how they looking at it. And on our side, everybody looking at it like they done ran up here and got their ass beat. You know what I'm saying? So everybody started dispersing. Don't nobody want to go to jail.
So in the melee, you saw Butta in there getting active, throwing hands too, huh?
That's when I came outside, I looked across the street. They was over there battling me down.
That's wild, man.
Everybody started going over by the McDonald's. I think they said something about people was trying to get to the McDonald's dumpster because somebody had put their guns up in there. So everybody was trying to, I guess, backdoor whoever put their guns in the dumpster. They was trying to steal their guns or whatever.
That's crazy. So somebody allegedly had tried to stash their guns in the dumpster because they knew the police were out there.
Yeah. So
somebody from your hood said, man, we gonna go steal those guns and backdoor them.
So that's what I think was going on. I think what was doing, they put their guns in the dumpster. So when it died down, the police leave, they could go to the dumpster, get their guns, blow at us, and get up out of there.
That's freaking crazy, man. And as you're watching this whole situation, how long did it take before everything calmed down?
It wasn't even that long. It was just, you seen a bunch of running, a bunch of fighting, a bunch of laughing. It was like a real goofy scene, for real though. It was like took it back to the high school days where everybody had outside fighting.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
That's just how it looked. Laughing, people running and laughing. Somebody that went and got some free kicks in because somebody was down on the ground. Now they running away laughing. Like it was chaotic.
Wow, that's crazy, man. Now, that day obviously was horrible for their hood, but for your hood, like, all right, going forward, how did y'all, like, is there anything that you could protect against that? I mean, OBlock already has those huge gates, and now they got double security today, right?
Oh, yeah, they got all types you gotta get buzzed in the gate and some more.
Crazy, man. Crazy, man. But, man, that's why people like these stories, Big Mike. You bring that insight that a lot of people don't know and really don't have, like, the on-the-ground idea of what took place in those times. So that's wild, man.
Oh, yeah. It used to be crazy.
Now, with that, Big Mike, man, I appreciate you coming out today. And, I really like the stories that you get into. But it wouldn't be right unless we gave you an opportunity to shout out everything that you got going. And also, hold up, you got to go ahead, give your words of encouragement and talk to the kids and the people out there like you normally do. You know what I mean?
Know that, as usual, you know we're going to save the kids, man. We could do what we do, but saving the kids is the most important, unless we want to keep the cycle going. You feel me? Like I try to tell my nephews, I give my nephews advice that I wish what they gave me when I was coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, my nephew Heron big as hell. Boy, play basketball. One of my nephews tall as hell. Boy, play basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's other ways, it's other things to do other than being in the streets trying to be a gangster. The streets ain't gonna lead you nowhere. Y'all seeing what's happening to y'all favorite rappers. Y'all favorite rappers. Everybody, y'all bumping it. Y'all listening to it. It's y'all favorite rappers. They dying or they going to jail. You want to be like that, and that's what you want your outcome to be, by any means, go ahead, because you got a choice. At the end of the day, you got a choice. So you want to die, you want to go to jail, or you want to go home. Me, I'm at a point in life I want to go home.
Yeah, you're smart, man.
I want to go home, bro. I got too much going on. It's like I'm active now. I'm used to doing, I'm on the go all day, every day now. So I'm not even, my mind don't even be on beefing with a or being in the streets doing what I ain't supposed to be doing because I'm active all day. That's how you keep yourself, you know what I'm saying, motivated. You keep yourself going. Like all that other, that's for the birds, man. Like you can get your money how you gonna get your money, but stay out the streets with it. I don't care what you do. Start a podcast. The internet is where the money is. You can really sit in your house and make money. You can sit in your house and be a troll and make money. Just make a little podcast to troll everybody. You gonna make money. It's easy, man. Doctors, lawyers, everything, man. It's like they got streets, they got sidewalks, and they got the porch. The porch and the sidewalk is for you. The streets is not. I'm telling you. I done been down that road before. I'm there over 15 years in prison. It ain't where it's at, gang. It's over with for that. But be on the lookout. You know what I'm saying? I got some stuff coming up, man. I got my little dog training stuff going on right now. I'm trying to see what that's do. Fed. She stink right now, too. She been farting on me all day, yo. So I know I got to get outside, and she's shedding on me, too. And then she done fell asleep. Getting out of hand. But, man, you know, shout out Witty Apparatus.
All right, and you already know, Big Mike. Once again, and until next time, we out this thing. Peace.
Know that.